How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your rear shocks on a truck or car. So I'm going to be replacing my rear shocks now. You're going to put a wrench on this side, loosen it up, take the nut off, and then you're going to push the bolt through, and then you can take this side off. And then up here, it's basically the same business. But you just have a nut up here, and then the other side just stays up on the frame. It's connected, and then you can take the shock off. Remember, you don't have to lift the vehicle, support the vehicle, or anything. The shocks are just stabilizers, so you'll be good. It's a very simple job. Alright, so I got my wrenches on here. Just gonna loosen it up, break it loose. Nuts loose, just take that off. So what you can do to get this out, once you get the nut off, just get the bolt through here, grab it, pull it out. That's the easy way. If it's a little harder to do that, then I got some instructions to help you get it out easier. Okay, what I like to do here, gotta get the bolt out, so I like to get my wrench, just get some leverage, you pull it out a bit there, then when it's still stuck in there, you gotta get some bit out. You can see the end of the bolt here. Just grab, I don't know, I have an extension, you can grab a pin or something, and you're gonna put it there and tap it through. Make sure it's smaller than the diameter of the hole, or the same size, so you're able to hit it through there. Alright, so we got the nut up here. I sprayed it with some PB Blaster. You don't know when these things are going to be rusted shut. So let that sit for a bit. And then I'm going to put a wrench on there and take it off. And then after you do that, you're going to kind of shimmy it to the off that shaft there, and it'll come off. Also, if it's frozen on there, might seem counterintuitive, but if you're trying to loosen it and it won't, not saying that's happening to me, but you can tighten it a bit. It sounds counterintuitive, but rock it back and forth and it's going to break that rust in there, and you'll be able to get it off. You might have to do that the whole way depending on how bad your threads are, so that'll prevent you from breaking anything. So we're just going to break it loose now. Yep, there you go. It's going to take a while because I only have a wrench right now, but it'll come off. Alright, I got that nut off, so I'm going to try to get the top of the shock off. Sometimes they rust and seize in here, but let's see if I can get this off. Oh wow, that was really easy. Okay. Let's see if we can get the wrist off. That's why I said you got to kind of jiggle it. Okay. You want to inspect this, make sure you clean it off. If it's too rusty or anything, replace it, and make sure like the old shim or whatever is you know, inside the top of the shock. That bushing, you know, nothing is left here. It's just the mount. Alright, so we're going to put the new shock in. Make sure you don't put these in upside down. The bottom one, see that shim? That's going to go in here. Now the reason that shim is there, so when you put the bolt in there, it's kind of like metal to metal contact, so that bushing doesn't get worn out and break. And top is going to go in here, reverse of removal. So let's slide this in here. We have to jiggle it a bit like you took the old one off. Just slide it on. So since this is a moving part, it's going to be experiencing shock loads. I like to get some blue thread locker. Just put it a little bit on the threads here. Don't need too much. I'm going to put the old nut back on. Make sure it gets threaded. Tighten it up. Okay, so we're tightening it, and that's good. You just want it pretty snug. You don't need to, go crazy on this. So before you put the bolt back in for the bottom of the shock, you're going to want to check the threads of the that bracket for the top of the shock too. But this isn't really bad at all. But you can just kind of like clean these threads up a bit. Make sure it goes on nice, and you can re-tap the threads if you need to. Really, looks pretty good. Alright, so we're going to mount the bottom part of the shock to the axle, compress it, get up in there and line the holes up, put your bolt through. There you go. You start reaching the end, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, it's good. So now we're done with this side. Other side's the exact same process. So now you know how to change shocks on a rear axle for a car or truck. With a car, you're going to have to lift it in the air. But very simple, very easy process, and could be done within a half hour. So you guys take care and have a great day.